360, AIB International, Metal of Toledo, and Trace Analytics. They help to bring these webinars free of charge to you every week and bring you a free education and certificate of attendance. And their logos are on that certificate. So that's great. It's nice to have you all with us today. I think we'll head over to Vladimir and welcome him at this point. Hello, Vladimir. Are you there?
Hello. I'm here, ready.
Ready, raring to go. It's good to have you back, Vladimir.
Thank you.
You've been. Do you remember how many of you've done so far with us?
I think about 9 or maybe 10. Well, till now, from 2015.
Yeah, well, probably actually you've probably done more than anybody, and everyone has been fantastic, and today's is excellent as well. So we're looking forward to that. So I'm just going to talk about the next webinar. If you can get your slides ready, I'll be back to you in a couple of seconds. Ladies and gents, it's not next week, it's the week after, 24th February. We've got Robert Rogers from Metal of Toledo. Want to validate your metal detector, now what? So please register in the sidebar. I'll be back for the Q&A later, and also we'll be having a couple of polls. So from me, bye for now, and I'll hand you over to Vladimir. Okay, Vladimir. Over to you.
Okay, hello to all food safety friends, and also thank you for logging into this presentation, and thank you IFSQN for this great opportunity, giving all of us place to share and to learn. And of course, special thank to you, Simon, for being our host for these great webinars. Okay, so with you, as Simon mentioned, is Vladimir Storchinsky. Some of you already knows me because I'm with IFSQN from 2015. But I work for Quality Austria as a project manager, and also I'm an auditor for different standards, but mainly focused on food safety standards like FSSC 22000, ISO 22000, HCCP, and also I'm a trainer for these food safety standards. When we talk about Quality Austria is a company that started in 2004 as a limited company for training, certification, and evaluation. And it has close relationship with the partner organizations like IQNet or FQM. And this enables the mutual exchange of topical and global know-how. Quality Austria has 50 partner and member organizations, own offices and exclusive partners, and Quality Austria is also presented on site in Eastern and Southeastern and South Europe, Asia, as well as South and Central America. Regarding partner, like Quality Austria Center is a regional partner located in Belgrade in Serbia and responsible also for countries like Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Croatia, Bulgaria, etc. Quality Austria covers the 3 business areas of certification, evaluation, and validation, provides training and individual certification, as well as information, expert knowledge, and services. And it has more than 1,000 auditors, trainers, and assessors, and technical experts combined that know-how specific to standards sector with some significant focus on practical issues. Okay, so today we are going to talk about food safety planning. We choose this topic because it was concluded in previous years that definition of specific objectives in connection with the food safety comes hard. And why is this? Mainly because of lack of knowledge to define any goals. On the other hand, some activities that are performed every day are not considered and presented through objectives. When we take into account all of this, it comes hard to present the work of quality or food safety department through company objective, and this leads to less understanding of the importance of department or food safety leader or representative. This is why today I want not to present, but to discuss with you about the easiest way to define your goals, how to make them smart, and how to track them and present them. Before we continue, I would like you to answer one poll question, and Simon already put this poll question. Does your company have defined goals? So please take a poll so we can continue.
Yeah, I've loaded that in the sidebar, Vladimir. Does your company define goals? Yes or no, quite simply. And it's around 77-23 So the vast majority do have defined goals.
Okay, that's nice. But let's see, are those goals just general goals or are there specific? So on the next slide, we will define and see are goals that our company have really just general goals, or can we define some specific goal? On the next slide, I just want you to start, or we need to start at first with a Napoleon Hill thought. A goal is a dream with a deadline. So I would like you to remember this, since really goals are dreams. Goals are something that we want, but we cannot call it a goal if we don't have a deadline. So on next slide, I want to show you the easiest way how you could make your dreams come true, or how to define really specific goals. When we look at the SMART goals, first time when SMART goals were mentioned was the November 1981, and it was in the issue of Management Review, contained a paper by George T. Duran called "There's a Smart Way to Write Management Goals and Objectives," and it discussed the importance of objectives and the difficulty of setting them. So what is a SMART? SMART is a mnemonic acronym giving criteria to guide in the setting of objectives, for example, in project management, employee performance management, and personal development. SMART. Definition, as mentioned, SMART is acronym and it means S for specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? M for measurable, establish clear definitions to help you measure if you are reaching your goal. A, attainable. What steps can you take to reach your goal? Outline the exact steps to accomplish your goal. R for relevant. How will meeting this goal help you? Does your goal relate to your mission? T for time bound. How long will it take to reach your goal? What this means in detail, we will see on the next slide. So if you look at the SMART, S, a specific goal should clearly state what you want to accomplish, why it is an important goal, and how you intend to achieve the goal. A measurable goal should include a plan with targets and milestones that you can use to make sure you are moving in the right direction. An attainable goal should be realistic and include a plan that breaks down your overall goal into smaller, manageable action steps. We will see how to manage all these action steps on the next slides also, so you can really be clear what are the actions and what are the action steps. A relevant goal should make sense when measured against your business model, mission statement, market, client base, and industry. And the time-based goal is limited by a defined period of time and includes a specific timeline for each step of the process. Again, just for you to remember, SMART is acrostic: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Just one more to go through acrostic of SMART goals and try to remember them. Okay, a specific goal has a much greater chance of being accomplished than a general goal. Goals should be straightforward and emphasize what you want to accomplish. Specific helps us to focus our efforts and clearly define our action plan. So what is a general goal? General goal could be the company dream that says we want to have only best quality products on the market, or we want to widen our production capacities in future, or maybe we want to have healthier products developed. So this is all general goals. And for sure, company need to have those, but defined in this way, we don't know measure for best quality of our product. We don't know for how much we want to widen our production capacities, or which healthier products to develop. So it is better always to define more specific goals. So for example, general goal could be that company wants to have healthier products on the market, but specific goals could be that we want to develop 2 totally new products specific for children made of 100% organic ingredients. I think that this is really specific. But what about next? Or how will you track your progress? Establish concrete criteria for measuring progress toward the attainment of each goal you set. When you measure your progress, you stay on track, reach your target dates, and experience the achievement that encourages you on to continue efforts required to reach your goals. So for our specific goals of 100% organic, totally new, healthier products for children, we will need to develop set of steps through which we will track reaching of goal. First step to define market needs with clear deadline and responsibilities. Second step to evaluate production capacities, equipment needs. Third step to define suppliers for organic raw materials, for example. And for each of these steps, we can measure and track our progress. On the other hand, we need to think also, is our goal challenging but not overwhelming? So when you identify goals that are most important to you, you begin to figure out ways you can make them come true. You develop the attitudes, abilities, skills, and financial capacity to reach them. You begin seeing previously overlooked opportunities to bring yourself closer to the achievement of your goals. And as mentioned on previous slide, as you develop your steps in goal achieving, you will also see what do you need. For example, our new products will be made from 100% organic raw material. So we will need to think about finding suppliers for these materials and also financial aspects needed here. Also, maybe in our company, we don't have enough knowledge about this type of product, so we will need to send our employees to training or to engage some external consultants. In all of this, we need to evaluate, is our goal maybe overwhelming for us, or it is challenging, and we will continue with it. To be realistic, a goal must represent an objective toward which you are both willing and able to work on. Realistic in this case means doable. Devise a plan or a way of getting there to make the goal realistic. And for our example, it is clear that our goal of development of 2 healthier products will help our organization in becoming more recognizable on the market and, of course, in attaining more money. Next is that your goal should be grounded within a time frame. With no time frame, there's no sense of urgency. And putting an end on your goal gives you a clear target to work towards. So remember, goals must be measurable, attainable, and realistic. So for our goal, for example, we can say that the development process for 2 products will last for 2 months, during which we will make some tests and tastings and develop final recipe. Test production will start 1 month after that, and during this month, our marketing department will promote new products. So complete production will start in 6 months, and both products will be on the market. So for now, you have a number of informations, but how we will track our goals is an important question. So for tracking of our goals, we can go through the checklist. And on next slides, I just put it like some small steps for you to remember how you will reach your goals. And this is the next step through which you can track and define your goals and come to achieving of that goals. So first thing to do is to benchmark your current results. So your goal setting starts with understanding where you're starting from and how successful you have been in the past. So good research is essential to help you define your areas of improvement and set business objectives. Here we can take some other example. Let's take evaluation of suppliers and overall supplier performances. So we have evaluation that is performed each year, and we are getting some results that are important for us. But till now, these results only showed us specifically each supplier, and they were used in further communication with the supplier through some, let's say, more commercial deals. Overall performance of our supply chain is almost never counted. And this is very important goal in connection with food safety of our products. Here, we will need to measure performance of our supply chain in previous year or years. And let's start with that as area to improve. Second step would be to write your goal. And remember, you can't measure success unless you've set specific targets and objectives. All of your goals should be relevant, attainable, and realistic. If an objective is too ambitious, break it down into more manageable goals. So what is realistic for our performance of supply chain? For example, we are evaluating 4 criteria for all of our suppliers, like quality, timely delivery, price, and let's say implementation of specific food safety standards, standard from GFSI. And now we have 100 suppliers. So what is our overall performance of suppliers? We need to measure all defined criteria to say that in previous year our suppliers was successful 80% for quality requirements we defined, and quality is checked during reception, and there is set of things that shows us quality. Timely delivery was 95%, price is 95%, and implementation of specific standard is like 45%. And this is only 45% of suppliers have GFSI recognizable standards. So if we want for our company to have more reliable food safety system, we need to have reliable suppliers. Specific goal here could be that we want for 2017 to have 90% of suppliers certified according to some of the recognized GFSI standards like IFS, FSSC, BRC. So this is really our goal. And on previous slide, it is said, if an objective is too ambitious, break it down to more manageable goals. So what we said, we want for 2017 to have 90% of suppliers certified according to some of the recognized GFSI standards. It is very ambitious goal depending the country living, type of suppliers, how big and important customer you are to that suppliers, etc. So here it would be positive to define more manageable goals with clear target date. So let's say first step really, first small goal would be to send self-assessment questionnaires to all 100 suppliers till March 15 and collect and analyze that data till April 1st. For example, these self-assessment questionnaires will have questions regarding supplier plans in future certification also. And with this, we will get valuable information. Our second goal is to perform supplier audit, for example, with special focus on GFSI demands for 50 suppliers till October 1st. And with this, we will get valuable data. Are suppliers ready to comply with company demands, even if they don't want to certify standards of GFSI, and so on and so on. I think that you get the picture. Point is that you set a number of smaller goals that are manageable to get to your bigger goal. Although you maybe not achieve your big goal in 2017, you will get enough data and deal with smaller goals as a good start for general goals. For all defined goals, we need to identify KPIs that will tell you if you are on track and if you will reach your goals or not. So these factors are measurable. For example, KPIs might include the number of performed supplier audits, the number of audit reports with success higher than 60%, the number of suppliers certified according to GFSI. So this is all identified KPIs that are measurable, and with this we can measure our smaller goals, but also achievement of our general or greater goal. Outline specific steps to achieve your goals. So this means to define the specific steps that need to be taken over the next weeks or months to reach these goals. Also to include what resources and time are you going to need. So for all of our goals, we will need to think about specific steps, what that would be. So we defined our manageable goals like to perform supplier audit with special focus on GFSI demands for 50 suppliers till October 1st. But who will perform the supplier audits? Will we use our own employees or maybe engage some external auditors? So if we use our own employees, are they trained or have enough knowledge on auditing process and GFSI standard demands? So this is all specific steps that we need to think in rather to achieve our goals. Share your goals with selected individuals. Search for people who are in unison with your goal and help them to be successful. So think about including other people or departments in achieving specific goals. If you're going to have more suppliers that are certified for some GFSI standards and goal is 90% for 2017, you for sure can say that you will have more reliable raw materials, and at the end, safer products. So here it would be great to include marketing department in promoting that your products are safer because of defined goal. And this is sharing of achievable goals. Reflect on your goals regularly. Check your objectives regularly. Different influences and situations may cause you to adjust your goal frame and make it adjustments. So you need to do this because some other project can occur in a company that will change focus of defined goals or even put in front some other goals more important at the moment. Also think that some changes on market or the whole market can affect goals, also changes in regulative. Because of all of this, I think you will need to adjust your goals and timeframes. Provide continuous incentive. Set down intermediate objectives to create incentives for continuous efforts. Rewards for achieving these goals provide additional motivation. And this is always a good thing to do because it is easier to finish week to week smaller objectives and at the end through them to achieve that one big and general goal. At the end, celebrate success and use it as a drive. Reward yourself for reaching your goal and collect straight for new projects in which you can incorporate past experience. All goals should finish like this. Okay, we will set up another poll now. Simon will set up to see, do you celebrate the success after reaching goals? So yes or no, please, Simon, can you put up the poll?
Yeah, I've done that. Again, simply, do you celebrate the success after reaching goals? Yes or no? And just type in the sidebar, just a matter of interest. How do you celebrate? Let's have some inspiration in the sidebars. In the sidebar, you know, is it money? Is it a cookie? Is it a day trip? Is it what is it? Just type that in the sidebar, and it'd be good to share those ideas. Okay, we've got around 56 to 44 split. So just about the majority do celebrate success, but quite a lot of people don't celebrate success. Probably just shrug their shoulders and move on to the next goal. You're only as good as your last result.
And it is very important to really celebrate your goals, even if they are small goals and you're celebrating with a few of your colleagues. It is very important that achievement of goals is celebrated. So let's just on the next slide go through.
Just a quick look first, Vlad, into the sidebar. Yes. Just to some of the ideas. Pizza. As some people are saying, for small goals, no, they don't celebrate. It depends on the size of the goals, but if it's sort of a big success, then yes. Pizza, cake for the team, lunch at a nice restaurant, shirts or other small things, big lunch, bonus, hiking trip, food. Too busy with new goals. Lunch. Yeah, a pat on the back. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. That's good, that, Ryan. Yeah. Cake, tickets to the cinema. Yeah, lots of great ideas. We'll issue the comments after, and everybody can have a look through there for some ideas. But ranging from a holiday to a pat on the head.
So Simon, how do you celebrate? How do you celebrate reaching of goals?
With a myself a pat on the back. I just
okay.
I never get there.
Okay.
What about you, Vladimir?
So, well, I celebrate with my colleagues every Friday.
Okay.
For the finishing of the week.
Yeah. All right. You move on. Okay.
Okay. So I just want to go through with all of you through the checklist of reaching goals. So first, when you define your goal, you need to benchmark current results to see where you are to see results that you have for now, and to clearly define what is the things you want to do, and to clearly define the goal. The second thing is write them down and communicate about them. Also, the goal is not a goal if you don't have target dates. Target dates will help you really to be in the timely manner to finish all and to track your goals. For all goals, identify KPIs or measurable values that you need to track. So if you define one goal, think about and write it. What do you want to track, and how you will track it, or how you can make it measurable? Outline all the steps that can affect your goals. Share your goals with the others and review them regularly. Sometimes change during this time or during the target dates, because there is lots of things that are happening, like changes in regulative, changes in company, and this is something that you need to review your goals, because during the time period they can change. Create initiatives. This is very important, where you can include other colleagues and everything. And at the end, please celebrate progress or celebrate success. Okay, so what I would like to show you on the next slides is some worksheets and some examples of SMART goals and how to measure them. And also you can use these worksheets in defining your food safety goals. This is just the example of the worksheets, and for each goal that I set, I made it in a different worksheet. So this is worksheet that you can use it also in your company, or maybe you can use some simpler or even some more complicated worksheets. But for me, this is the simple and simple used for tracking of SMART goals. So at the beginning of presentation, I talked about the goal, our imaginable goal of development and sale of 2 types of healthier products for children made of 100% organic raw materials. So this is our action plan in developing healthier products. And as I mentioned you, this is really big goal. It is very specific. We need to make 2 types of healthier products for children. The products are made 100% of organic raw materials. And because this is, let's say, complicated goal, we just made some smaller steps to achieve this goal. And our first step is market research of children needs, like specific taste, and we will track this by questioning in 50 sample schools, for example. And there is a deadline, like 1st March, and responsible for this is marketing department. Also in responsibilities, you can just put the names of the person that are responsible from the marketing department. Second step is definition of 6 test recipes and tastes. So this is till the 25 March, and this is development department. Third step, or our small goal, is finding of suppliers for 100% organic raw material, and here purchasing department will have really a deadline to find all of these suppliers. 4 is definition of production process steps and making of 6 type samples. So this will be performed by production and development. Then the next step will be tastings of samples, like we will perform 100 tastings, for example. And this will also be analyzed and collected by marketing departments. And I put it also, others didn't put the responsibilities, just mentioned, like choosing of 2 final recipes and starting of marketing activities, production and sale. And here is a goal that sale is 2.5% overall product sale in first year, for example. So this is just developing healthier products could be our general goal of company, and company wants to be recognizable on the market for having healthier products. But more specific is that we are going to develop 2 types of healthier products. These healthier products are only meant to be used by children or consumed by children, and also they are made of 100% organic raw material. So this is very specific. Okay, so this is one worksheet. Next worksheet is also something you can use. It is a little bit more detailed. So overall goal of our company is improvement of company food safety system. This is general goal. We want to improve the food safety system in our company. But specific goal would be that 90% of suppliers of raw materials are certified according to GFSI standards. So this is our specific goal. It is 90% suppliers. And the time frame for this specific goal is 15 December 2017. So we will have time till the near end of the year. We have action plan or the smaller task, and first is to perform the benchmark or send self-assessment questionnaires to all 100 suppliers. Responsible here is Mr. David from quality department, and deadline is February 5th, 2017. But here we have also mentioned achieved or problems. So response for self-assessment is 60% only. So only 60 suppliers sent filled in questionnaire. So we need, as we mentioned, to change some deadlines here in goals, and this task is prolonged till 1st March. So second step here is get all self-assessment questionnaires back for remaining 40 suppliers, and we got them. Here responsible was also Mr. David for quality department, but we also included Miss Lily from purchasing department to put a little pressure on our suppliers in getting back all the questionnaires. Third is to analyze data for 100 questionnaires and clearly show performances. Fourth, it is define plan for auditing and choose 50 suppliers that we will audit. So we will not audit all 100 suppliers. We will just choose 50 for this year to see how this we will go, how suppliers will react to this, etc. And while defining this plan, we also come to one problem, and this is that we don't have auditors trained. So define additional tests to train auditors externally. So this is all things that are affecting our goals during period. So also define checklist with criteria to be audited. And new step is train externally 6 auditors from quality department and purchasing department. And we can train them in Quality Austria, for example. And responsible here is also financial department and general manager who has to approve these trainings because they have to pay for this. 7th step is to perform supplier audit with special focus on GFSI standards. Okay, so I think it is very clear how you can use also this worksheet with defined goals. Next goal I wanted to focus, it is a little bit more detailed, and here our general goal for company is or specific goal in this case is to improve awareness of employees about food safety for 20%. So here how we will improve awareness of our employees. So first, specifically, we can define some specific goals like to perform minimum 10 hours of training per employee during 2017. And also specifically here, improve effectiveness of trainings for 20% in compared to 2016. So if we improve effectiveness of trainings for 20%, we can count that also awareness of employees is improved for 20%. So remember that this is only example of worksheet that you can use. So what is here measurable? First measurable is hours of training with topic of food safety per employee. We will record these hours in a record of trainings or some personal training diary. And evaluation of training success effectiveness, we can evaluate through some tests or even through tracking and recording on-site tracking of work. I will go through the action plan, how we will do it, but now here we need to explain, is our goal relevant or is it realistic? So trainings will be performed with internal resources. So we don't need a lot of money to perform these trainings. They will be performed by quality department, HR department, And these 10 hours of training will improve awareness according to study of psychological institutes. For example, we found that study on the internet, and it is said that if you invest 10 hours of trainings for your employees, the awareness will be improved. And of course, all goals must be time-based, so we need to perform 10 hours of trainings till 1st December of 2017 and evaluate all performed trainings effectiveness till 1st December 2017. But let's come back to our action plan in the down part of the worksheet. So first step is to benchmark current results. Responsible for this will be HR department and quality department till February 2nd. And current results are analyzed according to evaluation sheets from previous year performed trainings. Till now, we only use 3 to 4 hours of training depending on workplace. So this was not evenly separated for all employees. Some of them got 3 hours, some of them got 4 hours, some of them 1 hour, etc. And at the end, effectiveness totally was 65%. Also, second step is to make training plan with clear deadlines, and this is responsible by quality department till 1st March, and to define who will perform trainings, when, resources needed, etc. Third step is to perform trainings till November 15. During time period, we will measure effectiveness of training and define corrective actions if needed. And fourth step is to evaluate overall effectiveness. So this could be also performed by HR department or quality department, etc. And this is till December. And through this, we will show the evaluation of the effectiveness. It is minimum or total 85% of specific goals. And with this, we can say that our improve awareness of employees is for 20%, for example. So this is also worksheet that you can use. Next sheet also you can use. So general goal is to increase customer satisfaction. And how we can do this? We can reduce customer complaints for 20% till December 2017. And here we will have action step, but also through action plan through some steps. Like I used short words just to be more rememberable, like analyze, show, track, communicate, invest. And first step is to analyze, is to previous year customer complaints. Responsible for this is sales department. Also show corrective actions performance, speed of performing them, to track or to improve procedure records and manage responsibilities, communicate to all employees process of dealing with compliance, and at the end invest if we need to invest to reduce some customer complaints, to invest in our quality of our materials or training of our employees, etc., etc. This is also a worksheet that you can use for setting the goals, but also for tracking them. This is next sheet. Also, I use this sheet to for specific goals. Specific goal here is to increase hygiene in production from 15%, and we will do this through introducing the new cleaning agents and methods. What here we can measure, or what is measurable? I used a few of measurable things like fast sampling, swab results, like external laboratory tests and internal visual controls. During this period, I want to perform 100 samples, and my goal is that 98 of them are found for clean surfaces. We will do each month reports by external laboratories, so I want them all 12 to be negative. Also, we will do regular internal visual controls, and in these visual controls, I want the success percentage overall to be more than 95%. Are these goals relevant or realistic? Of course they are. It is improved hygiene in production. We will have safer products and more guarantees on product shelf life. And of course, it is realistic to be performed since plans already exist, and we will have external support by supplier for the cleaning agents and methods. Time based, how long will it take? First testing will be till June 15, and complete change with new cleaning agents and methods till November 15. And during these time periods, we will do fast sampling and visual controls till June 15, and till the end use of methods and laboratory tests. Also, we will have like some, let's say, detailed action plan. So first is to analyze cleaning and hygiene performances till now. This will do like responsible for person from internal laboratory with a deadline. Next step is perform trainings for employees, etc., etc. So I think it is really clear how you can use this worksheet in defining your everyday goals. Okay, and this is one more template that you can also use in your everyday activities in defining goals. You can use it from this presentation, make it in Excel sheet, and this is practically something that we will use to finish our presentation for today. Okay, so thank you for listening. We will go to the Simon. So Simon, are you there?
Yes, I am. If you want to stop sharing your slides now, Vladimir,
Okay.
and get back on webcam. And we'll take some questions. That was excellent. Very informative. And also, I think the templates at the end, the attendees will find very useful. Just a couple of questions. Francis was asking, how do you benchmark? You mentioned benchmarking. Could you just explain what you mean by benchmarking?
Yeah, by benchmarking, it is just to use, for example, you want to define some goals like, as I mentioned, to decrease the customer complaints. But you first need to see how many customer complaints you had in previous year, to analyze what type of customer complaints, and this is the first thing where you start or benchmark all the data, where you start to define your next goals. So this is the first step. This is the first analysis to see where you are, where your company is.
Yeah. Okay. So it's where you are at that moment.
Yeah.
And Abdul was asking what KPIs. So could you explain what KPIs are and give a couple of examples of KPIs?
Okay, so we showed, I think in worksheets that KPIs are showed. So if you go to the first sheet, there is also explanation of KPIs. So key performance indicators is something that you want to track and measure. So if we have a process like, for example, of cleaning, and in this cleaning we will take some fast samples, for example, and we say we will take 100 samples to test our cleaning in 3 months. We can say that our key performance indicator is the number of negative samples taken and to evaluate our cleaning process, for example. So this is directly in production.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, a nice comment here for you, Vladimir. Charlotte is saying, "What a great speaker and presentation." Are you going to post this on your website? I would like to recommend this to my co-workers. Well, I can say that we do. It is recorded, and we do share the slides and the presentation, so you can watch it again at your leisure and share it with your co-workers as well. Brian's asking, will we be able to download the templates? And Camille's asking about the slides. I've just mentioned that. So the templates, well, they're in the slides, but are they available as a Microsoft Word or Excel or something like that? Or
yeah, you can just use it in templates and put it in Excel sheets. For me, the best thing is just you copy it to Excel sheets. It is easier to track like that.
Okay. data about measuring complaints as percentage per million. So complaints received in October and product was produced in February or February. That's quite a specific question.
Yeah, it is very specific. You know, yeah, I have a, you're like freezed. I couldn't hear the whole question. I will just go through. I will just go through the. Okay, measuring compliant as percentage per million units. If compliant is received in October and product was produced February, do you measure against October units or February units? It is very specific question. So you will see in your company. Yeah, do you measure against October units or February units? For me, I will measure in February units because you are measuring per unit produced in that month, you know.
Yeah.
So, or you can measure percentage compliant per million units during the period from February to October. So you can do both. You can measure just in February, or you can measure to this time period. That means from February to October. But for me, if you want to, if you focus only on one product produced just in February, maybe you can just look at the sales or production of that specific unit, batch or lot, and also compliance for this specific unit, batch or lot. I think this is the easiest way.
Yeah, and also I suppose it's important that when you choose your measure, to be consistent with it so that you can see the trends. If you start changing the way you're measuring all the time, then you lose that ability. You're asking about downloading. Basically, all you need to do is grab the templates from the PowerPoint itself and put them into Excel. Olamide is saying, how can reward systems influence the attainment of SMART goals? So he's asking really, how do reward systems support this process?
Yeah, but let's say the reward systems maybe you can use in, you know, when you define a big goal and you set the tasks or smaller steps, you can also define rewards for this. So if you define some SMART goals, for example, for your employees, maybe you can reward them with each step they do or with each task they do during this period. So this is reward system can really influence in attainment of SMART goals. But if you define SMART goals on a bigger scale for a company, then, you know, like rewards for the people who achieve these goals and the departments that achieve these goals are very important in some future SMART goals, you know.
Okay, yeah. Well, Brian's saying pop them into Excel. Yeah, maybe because we issue the PDF, it's not easy to copy and paste that directly into Excel.
Yes, but there is not much data. You know, you just have
just
like
the headings
few,
and the columns.
yeah, full thing is not needed.
Yeah. But you know, it really is. It's a big question we get a lot on the forums. You know, how do you have measurable foods? Because it's demanded in standards to have measurable objectives.
Yes.
And obviously,
each standard demands from you to define goals, and many of the companies are defining just general goals. You know, we have to have like quality products, we need to have satisfied customers, etc. But this is only general goals. So now standards are demanding specific food safety goals, and these specific food safety goals, what this means. So you need to define goals that are in connection with food safety. So you will define goals for, let's say, for your suppliers. what do they need to perform, or what are their performances, and where do you want them to be with their performances, and this will affect your food safety. You can define specific goals for trainings for employees, awareness. You can define specific goals for supplier for services, for example, like services in connection with food safety, laboratories, like pest controls, like I don't know, everything, like some suppliers of the softwares that are in connection with the food safety in your company. Also, you can define some specific goals regarding laboratory tests, or maybe you can define some specific goals regarding audits of your customer. You know, when customers are coming to you as in supplier audit. So all of this you can count as a specific food safety goals, and you can really present through these goals how your department is actively involved in this, and or this could be really specific for company.
Yeah, exactly. It makes perfect sense because the food safety policy is often just statements of intent, broad, like you
Yes,
say, general,
yes,
broad statements. But the specific, measurable objectives not only bring it practically to life, but they make sure that you're working on the things that you say that you're working on.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then those things are auditable. Are you actually achieving the goals that you set out to do, or
Yes,
are the projects and goals that you're working on aligned with your food safety statements?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Camille, I'm in quality. What's a good way to get buy-in from other departments for food safety goals?
Yeah, first, I think when you are setting the goals, there is demands from standards that you set each year a goal, and it should be normal for each company to define each year goal. And the thing is that you need to communicate with other departments. So if you define a goal, for example, that is in connection with the suppliers, for sure you must include purchasing department. And some easiest way is always to, include in all goals like some additional financial aspects. When you mention financial aspects, everybody is there, like operations, like sales department, like purchasing department, etc. Uh, so I think
Yeah.
this is a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously you need the support and the backing of senior management. They should be encouraging or
Yeah.
forcing departments to have food safety goals that are in alignment with their policies that they write and
Yeah.
sign their name to. Natalie's asking if we define goals for our suppliers. Uh, this goal should be agreed with suppliers and recorded in contracts or agreements. Then it's logical to have updated information from suppliers regularly or during FS audits.
Yeah, I think it's not the question, it's just the
The statement. Yeah.
statement. Yeah.
Okay. Right, Vladimir. I think that's
Okay.
enough. It was a really nice presentation, very clear, and
Thank
also
you.
it gave us some practical tools to take away that we can use. So, and it always comes up on the forums. How do we measure? How do we set objectives? How do we do this? Well, this simple presentation gives you everything that you need to know. So, thank you very much, Vladimir,
Thank you too, Simon.
and we hope to have you again soon. So. Have a
Okay.
nice weekend. Enjoy yourself.
Also, bye bye.
Cheers. Bye. Right, ladies and gents, there isn't a Food Safety Fridays next Friday. There is one in 2 weeks' time, and that's with Robert Rogers from Metal of Toledo, and he's going to be talking about now you've validated your metal detector, what now? So I'm sure Robert's a great speaker. He's been at the Food Safety Fridays a few times, and I'm sure it'll be an excellent presentation. As I say every week, oh, sorry, the certificate is in the sidebar now. Click on that button and you should be able to download it in Dropbox. I will be following up with an email within 24 hours. I was a bit late last week, but within 24 hours, I will send you the recording, the slides, and the certificate. Happy Friday. Best day of the week. Enjoy your rest and relaxation. Keep safe, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.